this is on my favorite winter sleeping pad, my only winter sleeping pad, the Klymit Insulated Static V. Now, I don't have a ton of experience with different sleeping pads. I sleep in a hammock. I did for the first 30 years of my backpacking life use a sleeping pad. I used an old Thermarest 3/4 one that was really thin. I've used, my wife uses a big bulky Thermarest for car camping that's got, you know, the extra cushioning and stuff. And, you know, I've used the clothes foam, I've used the egg crate sort of things. So this would be considered the only real like modern one that I've ever really used. And I absolutely love it and totally recommend it. This comes in at, oh, I just weighed it and I forgot. Hold on, I'm gonna go weigh it again. All right. This comes in at 24 ounces. I don't bring the stuff bag. I don't know what that weighs. I just stuff this into my pack. And one of the things that I love about it is that, again, I'm a hammock camper. I think hammock camping is the most comfortable thing you can possibly do. But when I'm on this particular sleeping pad, within seconds, you forget that you're on a sleeping pad. It's so comfortable. And even if you're on your side, you know, I'm someone who goes back and forth, but even when you're on your side, you don't feel you're compensating at all to stay off the ground. So ridiculously comfortable. The other thing in the wintertime, this past Friday, I used it. It was below 10 degrees, above 0 degrees. And my bottom was not even a little tiny bit chilly. And I go sleeping pad on the ground. I have a bivvy and then obviously my sleeping bag. And so it kept me totally toasty warm right on the frozen ground. One of the neat things about this is it's supposed to inflate within 10 breaths or so. So you ready? We'll give it a shot right now. So that was 10 breaths. Now, supposedly one of the reasons why it's designed in this V sort of fashion is that when you're laying down on your sleeping bag, obviously along these ribs, your sleeping bag is getting compressed, but then your sleeping bag is also going into the channels and retaining some amount of loft. So unlike a flat sleeping bag, if you were laying flat on your bag and then on a flat mat, all of the loft from your sleeping bag would be lost, which is why a lot of people are moving to quilts nowadays, because you're already losing that loft on the bottom. So with the V's, supposedly, some of that insulation gets squeezed into the channels, and then you retain that little bit of loft. It's got a very easy little flip valve right here. You just flip it and it deflates kind of quickly. I did see some people online complain about how it's hard to squeeze the air out of it. I don't know if I've found that to be true. I'm not really big on squeezing it down to as small as I need it to be. My backpack has some extra room, and so I tend to just squeeze it quick, stuff it in, and done. I don't try to get it back into the, I don't even actually know where the stuff sack is for this. I've never put it in there once after taking it out. So, highly recommend it. I've never used it when it's warm. I've only used it when it's cold, and it's definitely kept me warm. And I bought it for $47. So I found it on $47. It was actually sold right from Klymit. It was officially refurbished, which I don't know. That probably just means somebody returned it and it was an open box sort of thing, and then they sold it to me. If you go on the Klymit website, you'll see it for $84. I think somewhere around there, $84, $89. And I'm assuming now it's, what is this? This is January 19th. I'm sure probably some of the winter ones like this insulated one will start going on sale. So Klymit Static V, check for it on eBay. They always tend to have the refurbished ones. You can always get it for around 50 bucks.